Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our Beginning Textiles Week 3. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and give you a quick rundown of what we have on our plate this week. So here we are in Canvas under modules. Always check modules, and this is week 3. If you do the little click down arrow, all of our tasks and assignments will be available to you. The very first one that we're creating this week is our textile portfolio on Google Drive. If you've taken my class before, you may have already created a Google Drive portfolio. So this is something we do commonly in the fashion department. Other instructors will also have you create a Google Drive portfolio to house all of the assignments that you will be doing in the class. So for this one, we will be housing our handwritten textile swatch kit pages. So if you haven't used Google Drive before, it can get a little confusing, but I promise once you start using it, it's so much simpler than housing all of this information on your devices. And then, of course, you run out of room. So I have recorded a YouTube video on how, step-by-step on how to set that up, or written instructions. If you still have questions, I am available through Canvas message, and we can also set up a one-on-one on Zoom to help you do that. Now keep in mind, please create this portfolio first because your next assignment will require you to save your assignment in the Google Drive portfolio. Google Drive portfolio is worth 20 points of your grade. Follow the rubric to maximize your points. And the next one is the first 9 pages of your textile swatch kit. So these past few weeks, if you had your swatch kit, hopefully if you started adding that information of all of the properties and information for each swatch, well, this week is your very first homework assignment where you are to submit the first 9 pages of the swatch kit. We also have a YouTube video for you to watch, step-by-step instructions or simple handwritten instructions that you can read through. So once you've completed your handwritten assignment for the first 9 pages of your swatch kit, you are to house them, save them on your Google Drive portfolio. This is worth 9 points, 1 point each page. So that's our first swatch kit submission for this whole semester. Next, we will be reading Chapter 4, Natural Cellulosic Fibers. Now you can read the Google Slides directly with this link, or if you click next, they will magically appear to your page on Canvas here. And you can click through the slides on Canvas here. Now, if you prefer a video lecture on this chapter, I also recorded a video on YouTube that you can watch. So whatever you prefer, if you want to read the slides on your own or watch the YouTube video is fine. Once we're done learning about Chapter 4, don't forget to take the chapter quiz for worth 10 points on Chapter 4. It does allow you to take the quiz 3 times, saving the highest score. Okay, for this week's discussion, we're talking about natural cellulosic fibers. So for this week's discussion, I'd like you to answer this question. Name the foods that humans eat that contain a part of the cotton plant. Did you know this? This will be a quick Google search for most of us if you can't find examples in our textbook. So go ahead and search foods that contain natural cotton fibers or cotton plants that humans consume. Once you post about a certain food that you find, come back later in the week and comment give feedback to your classmates to continue that discussion. Now, before I move on to the next assignment here, I wanted to share with you all this natural dye that is commonly used and I picked up in Oaxaca, Mexico on my travels. This is the cochinille insect, which feeds off of the prickly pear cactus. I know you're probably wondering, why does she have cactus in her background this week? Well, I love cactus. I have a ton of it in, at my home. But if you're walking around campus or your neighborhood and you see any cactus with this white moldy substance, that's actually the cochinille insect that feeds off of the juices from the cactus. And with permission from, whatever owner, you can go ahead and harvest, dry them up, and they'll come out looking like this, and use them for natural dyes. Now I quickly want to show you how I do that. So this is the dried up cochinille, and when it's alive, it looks white. But when it's dry, it's silver. So crushing up these plants, let me grab something so I can crush and I can show you. 2 seconds. All right, so here, if I crush up a few, I already had some in here. Check out this nice, vibrant color. This is what it looks like once it's completely crushed. Now, if you add that to water or any liquid, I have a little bit of coffee here, you can use it as natural dyes. Now, we can thank our ancient native community in Mexico for this discovery. And this is the way, look at that vibrant color. This is the way they used for natural dyes. And nowadays, it's even in our food or products that we use every day. So the next time you're in your refrigerator, or maybe even your bathroom cabinet, look for cochinille as an added coloring into natural products, either that you use for toiletries like mouthwash, or even, I know for a fact, Yoplait yogurt has cochinille as natural dye, but it's listed under carmine or carminic acid. So once this video is over, look around your house. I know for sure Yoplait yogurt, if you have a strawberry flavor, it has carminic acid. That's cochinille. And Jello, red Jello. If you look on the package, they don't even hide it. It says cochinille added coloring. So it's interesting, as sometimes mouthwash, you'll see it. I think one of the kids' mouthwash had carminic acid. So that's how you know you're eating bugs. Anyway, so that's a quick little demo on how we consume natural, fibers, cellulosic fibers, or even insects in our everyday products. Let me share my screen quickly. I will be traveling to Oaxaca again this semester, so I can't wait to show you more natural dyes and some of the workshops that I will be taking while I'm there. Okay, so that's our discussion for the week. Let's continue to the next. So for the next few weeks, I think we have about 5 of these. Each chapter we read, we are going to create a PowerPoint or a slide presentation. This week's slide presentation is all about natural cellulosic fibers. So what I'd like you to do is choose a natural fiber that is either listed in our textbook, or if you'd like to do your own research, a quick Google search again. Pick a natural fiber that we used for textiles. So this can be fibers made of seeds, leaves, or any part of a cellulosic fiber. Instructions are listed below, and let's break down the few slides that should be included in this PowerPoint presentation. You should have about 6 slides, 3 points each, and this assignment is worth 21 points, including the peer review. Peer review is meaning you will review 3 classmates once this assignment is submitted for credit towards your own project. So slide 1, pick a fiber type. Pick something that interests you. Here are more descriptions here. Identify the portion of the plant of which the fiber has been removed from. Examples of that is linen, flax plant, or maybe it can be like a portion of the stem. The next slide should be a brief description of the harvesting and the processing of that fiber, how they actually get it from a natural plant to its fiber state. Describe the fiber properties. Is it breathable? Is it strong? So describe all of those properties of the fiber. The next slide should be the end uses. What is it used for when it's converted into a textile? Next should be the discussion of any environmental concerns, whether it's harvesting or whether it's the process of creating the textile. Tell us what environmental concerns are we to be aware of. Don't forget to add images or illustrations of the fiber, their processing, the properties, the end use, and last, the environmental concerns. So each slide should have a photograph. The last slide in your project should be the citation page. Don't forget to add the URL address for each image so we know where you found them. Give credit to the source. And that's the end of the actual slide portion. The next week we will have our peer review, meaning your project will be graded by 3 of your classmates. And it's good feedback too, to hear other people's perspective. So for a round total of 21 points, plus an extra 4 points, if you would like to present your project digitally, if you'd like to record yourself as I'm doing now, presenting the project, that's an extra 4 points. All right, so that in a nutshell is what's due this week. If you have any questions, oh, I do have one garment to show you. This garment I picked up in Oaxaca. And if you've had me for any of my classes, you probably have seen this before. But this is a natural silk, raw silk garment that is hand woven. The silkworms are raised, farmed, and then the silk is, cultivated, turned into a fiber, and then woven on a loom to create this one garment. In the end, they use natural dyes, and this was dyed with the cochineal insect. So just so that you can get an idea of how vibrant the colors are for this natural dye. Okay, so if you have any questions for this week, send me a Canvas message, or we can always set up a Zoom. Have a great week, y'all.